ballpark in Arlington. As MLB The Show gets set to bring you another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, Game 1 of this three-game series is set to get underway. As it will be the New York Yankees taking on the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian, happy to be with you here for this one. And as always, I'm joined by Major League veterans Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler. Hud, we turn to you first. What are you going to be keeping an eye on in this matchup here?
Well, we've got a dynamite starting pitching matchup in this one. And that often means that runs are going to be hard to come by. The team that gets the early lead might be able to hang on.
All right, Rex, thanks. We'll hear from Dave in just a bit. But first, we check out the starting lineup for the 27th-time world champion New York Yankees. It's presented by State Farm. At home or away, State Farm is there. Leading things off is Derek Jeter. He, of course, will play shortstop. Rick Gardner bats second in left field. Then the always dangerous Alex Rodriguez. He's over at third base. Mark Teixeira bats fourth. He'll play first base. Curtis Granderson bats fifth. He's in center field. Behind him is Nick Swisher out in right. Then comes the promising Robinson Cano. He'll play second base. Nick Johnson, the DH tonight. He'll hit eighth. Francisco Cervelli finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. And getting his warm-up tosses in, one of the biggest surprises from 2009, 17-game winner Scott Feldman. Here's a look at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with. And you see Derek Jeter make his way to the boxes. We are just about set for baseball. And the first pitch of the game is a steer right to Jeter, and it's 0-1.
If you can keep planting that pitch there, you'll be in good shape.
Speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. In there, 1-2 now. Swung on and grounded toward short. Throw on first takes care of Jeter, and that's the game's first out.
Gets the easy ground out to open up a ball game. Always nice not have to deal with that speedy leadoff guy on base.
Rick Gardner will stand in now. He enters working on a 9-game hitting streak. And it gets right on the bunt, but this is going to be close. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. And making it even 10 games in a row he's hit in now, as that bat has really come alive of late. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. First pitch on the way. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And early on, it looks like they're going to want to test this catcher, as his throw here is too late to second base.
And a swing by Rodriguez, but he got under it a bit, as this will be pretty routine. Cruz has a long run, but he takes charge for round number 2. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. First pitch to him. Gets ahead of him here as he got him to swing over the top of this one.
Teixeira is not nearly as strong a hitter from the left side as he is from the right, as evidence there.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swinging a hard-hit grounder. The pitcher covering as that will retire the side. They'll get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. Now the Rangers will get their first crack scoreless. Starting lineup now for the Rangers, again brought to us by State Farm. Julio Bourbon is the leadoff man. He's in center field. David Murphy bats second in left field. Batting third, the DH, Vladimir Guerrero. Chris Davis is in the cleanup spot at first base. After that, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. Ian Kinsler will bat sixth and play second. Jared Saltalamacchia is behind the plate. He'll hit seventh. Khalil Green will follow, having a tough time of late against left-handers, so we'll see how he responds. Joaquin Arias will hit number 9. He is at shortstop. And they'll have a tough task ahead of them indeed, as they'll have to go to work against the big fella, the MVP of last year's ALCS, left-hander CC Sabathia. A look there at the Yankees defense, anchored by a 3-time Gold Glove winner Mark Teixeira at first and a 4-time winner at short, the captain Derek Jeter. Julio Bourbon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. Fastball just misses for ball 1.
And you could just see Sabathia rear back and overthrow that one. He's got to relax and find his spots here.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
That's a foul ball.
Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1.
He'll try a different arm slide here to see if he can get him to chase.
And it misses, 3-1 now. Now the pitch. Swinging the ball line softly to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And have a look. The catcher sets the target down around the knees. But this is a good low ball hitter, and he gets good wood on this one.
David Murphy will take his guts now. Looking to throw to first by Sabathia. Has to dive, but he's back. Spins and pulls this one down the line at first. Jeter on the first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Not exactly a tailor-made double play. Thought they might have a shot, but the return throw is too late.
So a runner on first with one out now, and here comes Vlad. Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. Runner at first here, one man out. Slider and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Could go for 1. Back to Teixeira, and it's not in time if they just get the 1.
We'll get a look here. That was going to be a tough turn. Good effort, but they couldn't get the 2.
Davis will get his first shot at it here. First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. And it misses 2-0.
Yeah, trying to get him to chase out there, but that ball had too much tail on it.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Nelson Cruz would be next. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Well, they just didn't want to lay one in there 3-0, so he winds up losing him on 4 pitches.
Nelson Cruz will take his first cut to the ball game here. On the ground towards second. Just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the second inning now from Arlington with no score. Curtis Granderson leads things off now in the top half of the second. First pitch coming. In there, strike one.
Well, he got away with that pitch, but when you're a veteran pitcher, those are the kind of location mistakes you just can't afford to make.
Swing and fly ball. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
Not the way you want to start an inning on the mound, as he serves up a leadoff double right there.
Nick Swisher will stand in for the first time here. Nick Swisher. And he takes ball one.
And after a very economical first, let's see if he mixes things up a bit.
1-0 on the way. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike, 2-1. Going out with a runner at second. Pause, now the pitch. 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2. Robinson Cano waits on deck. And here's a slider, strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And here it is again. He thinks the thing's low, but you can see pretty clearly that this thing comes right in his knees. That's a good call.
So a runner on second with one down now, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Matty's living dangerously by working his fastball up in the zone like that.
in there. He's in control 0-2 now. Here's a slow grounder to the left side. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Kind of hurried the throw here when he didn't need to, but the first baseman saves the air. That was a nice play.
Nick Johnson will stand in and you see what he's done the past couple of weeks as he looks to keep that streak alive. Nick Johnson. Cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Trying to work that thing back to the outer half. Good spot.
And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. Now the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Hit hard but foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw to first will get it easily and decide to retire. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Ian Kinsler will start things off in the bottom of the second. Now here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Under it is Granderson, one away. Jerry Saltamacchia will be the batter. Here's the first offering. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Misses, they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, that's not what you consider a sweeping slider. That's a nasty slider. Tough to do anything with that.
Khalil Reed will get his first opportunity now. Too high, 1-0.
And he's going to need to rein that one in a bit because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
Pitcher plays a slider for a strike and it's all knotted up at 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Good Good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Francisco Cervelli ready to go here as we begin the third.
Now, Francisco Cervelli.
Swinging a ball bounced back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
And look where this pitch is, right in the happy zone. He loves that thing middle in, and he explodes right through it.
Derek Jeter will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Derek Jeter.
Runners going. Hit on the ground towards first. And now tagging him out, but this will work as sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Well, they just run up and tag him for one, but that's all they're going to get here.
Brett Gardner will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Brett Gardner.
Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. He's ready now to pitch. Just off the plate and high, ball one. Runs up to bunt here, but this is going to kick just foul down the line. Grounded foul. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And at least he's keeping that thing low. He won't get hurt down there.
And he takes ball three, so it's a full count now. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And a fine play there as he's able to corral this one on the move for the second out. Now it's Rodriguez will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And the ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That's a foul ball.
And this one's in the dirt.
Well, they got away with one there. I don't understand at all why there was no advance there.
Third inning, no score to this point. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Swinging a high pop, drifting into foul territory. Davis will put this one away, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left to board. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Joaquin Aria makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And here's the first pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
Looks like it had him fooled a bit, but it couldn't hit the target.
1-1 pitch on the way. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. And he's going to get there, make a fine running catch, and there's your first out of the inning. Julio Bourbon will dig in. He singled his last time around. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And you don't want hitters to fall into that comfort zone up there, so a good idea to run the fastball in that time.
And this is on the outside corner, or thereabouts at least. It's 1-1. The pitch. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Pretty tough dude trying to get around on that pitch.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. David Murphy will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choice last time. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2-0 count, the pitch. Fouled straight back.
That's a foul ball.
And man alive, that looked awfully good from up here. 3-1 though. And trouble lurks on deck in the person of Vladimir Guerrero. Ball hit towards Jeter. And a close play at first, but he's pulled out and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. 3 innings complete. And we are tied 0-0. Mark Teixeira will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Mark Teixeira.
And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, you're always looking to keep guys honest with fastballs on the inside part of the plate.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
This is a very good hitter up here, see. He might get the green light on 3-0.
3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Don't know how to say it much plainer than this. Leadoff walks will kill you. You got to be careful here.
Curtis Granderson will stand in here. He doubled his first time around.
Curtis Granderson.
And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. At first to Sheriff, now the pitch. 1-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. In the dirt here.
And that runner's flat-footed that time. He's got to be moving on those.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Nick Swisher is on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Yeah, not a good idea to come out of the dugout throwing balls. He needs to straighten things out in a hurry.
Nick Swisher will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
Nick Swisher.
Swinging a ball chop foul down the left side. From the stretch. And a big rip by Swisher, but he comes up empty. It's 0-2.
Time to take a deep breath and regroup at the plate here.
Right side foul, and they'll try it again. None out, runners at first and second. Ready with another 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
Yeah, he'll look for something a little higher here.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and past the diving infielder. That's a base hit.
Well, you can't fault location on that one. He got him to chase it, but he winds up on base anyway.
Robinson Cano will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Robinson Cano.
He's set, now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
And even when you're missing low with a fastball, it can still effectively set up your other pitches.
Hit hard. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul.
Foul ball.
Here's a look, now the pitch. Now here's a swing, and the ball hit well out there toward right center. Bourbon is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run.
Well, this is the kind of at-bat you'd normally see from a cleanup hitter. He gets the RBI here anyway, but boy, he did not miss that pitch by much.
Nick Johnson will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Nick Johnson.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
A little bit of sinking action on that fastball.
Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now the ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. Murphy is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run.
Didn't quite get all of it, but enough to get the run home. I think he'll take that.
Francisco Cervelli will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
The batter, Francisco Cervelli.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And that's a costly mistake right there. And now a two-out hit could bring the man in from second.
Swinging the ball line softly down the right field line. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And he's starting to get up there in pitches now. We're keeping an eye on him.
Now ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covers a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. Vladimir Guerrero will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And that's cut on and missed 0-1.
Just what you want on the mound. Make him keep chasing if he shows he doesn't have the discipline.
And a big swing and miss, and Vlad not holding back there falls behind 0-2. Foul back. And And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, you hate to start an inning out that way if you're on the mound, but this one just got away from him.
Davis will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And here's a fastball that's swung on and lifted down the left field line. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Nelson Cruz will stride in, rounded out his last time through. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. And low, it's a ball and a strike. He took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
A few pitches to play with now. Let's see if they can get him to fish at something.
Check on Vlad, and now the pitch. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. And a fastball blew it right by him. They're two down.
Well, this is just a case where he reaches back for a little something extra, and he just fired that fastball by him.
Ian Kinsler tried again. He blew out his first time. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strike. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone.
Maybe it's the humidity of Texas, but the ball really seems to carry down here in Arlington. That thing just keeps carrying and carrying and winds up a souvenir.
Here's Saltalamacchia will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
One of the secrets of his longevity in this game: work fast, change speeds, and throw strikes.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. And that misses 2-1. Nobody on. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Down to Shera to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2. Derek Jeter will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. This is high, a ball and a strike.
And if he's confident in that cutter, he'll go up the ladder on him.
Now ball rolls slowly down the third baseline. Foul. Toward right center. And he will reach up to track this one down on the run as he's able to keep this one in his sights for the first out. Brett Gardner will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Brett Gardner.
And he'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. And he's in there.
This is just a situation where he never locks in on his target, and as a result, this one just gets away from him.
The man at second with one down. Here comes A-Rod.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Lays off 1-0.
And if there's one guy in this lineup you don't want to fall behind, A-Rod's the one.
1-0 pitch now. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Taking a chance here. Not a bad size lead, and he makes the gamble pay off by taking third.
And he misses 2-1.
And with that pitch count creeping up towards 80 now, you've got to be alert for signs of tiring.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. The 3-1 coming. On the ground to second. Oh, and it eats up Kinsler. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So that'll go down as an E4 as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Mark Teixeira steps in now. Toward right center. And Teixeira finds the gap. That ought to be good for extra bases. Now it's cut off, but throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Dustin Nipper is going to have his work cut out for him here. First pitch to him. Curtis Granderson is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Might have wanted to go up and get that one, but wisely laid it off.
Runner at second here with one man out. Fastball, and he might have gotten under it just a bit as this is out toward deep right field. Cruz back to the warning track, though, as he gloves it for the second out. The relay throw, and he will make it to third as he's just in ahead of the tag.
Well, he's taking a chance going from second to third. You don't want to get thrown out there for the third out, but he's in there safely.
So a man at third here with two gone, and stepping in is the right fielder, Nick Swisher. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Two outs here with a runner at third. Swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself. That'll do it for this half of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 costly errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the fifth coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 4-2. Khalil Green will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch coming. And a ball 1-0.
Might have been trying to overthrow that one a bit.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Got it. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
He's just starting to dig his own hole at the plate right now. That's the second time he's struck out in the ballgame. And you can see on swing track, he needs to be more selective up there.
Joaquin Arias will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Parked at third. Base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Maybe this can get something started for him here. That's just their third hit of the game, so if they want to get into it, they better hope to string together a few more hits.
Julio Bourbon will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. Runners off for second. It misses low. The throw down. Tagged by Jeter, and he is out at second base.
Not a bad lead that time, but he was a bit slow on the jump, and it wound up costing him.
The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. David Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Swinging the liner, but foul. He's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Let's see if they stick with a fastball or try to change things up a bit, 0-2.
softly on the line to third. Base hit. Throw into third. And this is coming far too late. He's in there at third.
Well, this league could be in jeopardy as there are now 2 men on base, and he's working himself into trouble here.
Guerrero will step in. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike one. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So they pick up no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 5 innings complete. The Yankees lead it 4-2. Robinson Cano will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Robinson Cano.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And this guy won't back down there on the mound. Brought that one at 94 miles an hour.
Here it comes. And there's ball one. Fastball close, but he didn't get it 2-1. Swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out. Nick Johnson will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
Nick Johnson.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. Now Johnson will await the 1-0. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
And that's a good location coming back at his body there.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. And he's able to track this one down on the run for route number 2. Francisco Cervelli will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Francisco Cervelli.
First pitch on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Pretty good velocity, too. 94 on that one.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. One pitch on the way. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
And he's got that one up there at 94 miles an hour. That's tough to catch up with.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now, fastball swung on, missed, and that is out number 3. So nothing happening this time around. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Yankees lead it 4-2. Will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth. First pitch coming. In there, strike one.
95 on the fastball that time. He's got some zip to that thing.
Strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks into that time. But this will be a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is what happens when you find yourself down in the count. All of a sudden, you start overthinking up there, and before you know it, you're on your way back to the dugout.
Nelson Cruz will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
Nelson.
4-1. Fastball misses badly there. He's behind 2-0.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
On the ground for A-Rod. Dive, but it's just past his outstretched glove for a base hit.
Pretty disciplined at bat there. They set up a way. You see, he's diving at that outside corner, but winds up getting good wood on it.
Ian Kinsler will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far. Runner goes for second. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Not wasting any time there. They've got a feeling they can run on this catcher, so he's off with the first pitch and gets in there safely.
Swinging the ball line hard towards short. And that's in there, base hit. And now this will rattle up against the fence. And the runner will score from second. Jared Saltalamacchia will stride in, rounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside, it's 1-0.
And he's got enough in the tank for another inning or two, but he's closing in on 80 pitches now, so that's worth keeping an eye on.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. That's taken up and in for ball 2. A 2-1 offering. Oh, strike 2 as he locks him up there. Next pitch will make it even 80 pitches for Sabathia. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
7 strikeouts for him now here tonight as he sets this guy down for the second time in the game.
Will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Think he gave up on that one a little too early?
And this is hit well toward the hole. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Get a look at this from our camera above home plate. You see how much of the plate this catches, and guys will not miss these.
Will step in now. And he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
And that's an indication of why he's been struggling on the mound this half inning. That pitch is right down Broadway.
I'm guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
That's a foul ball.
And a foul ball straight back. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 4-3. Derek Jeter will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Gotta bend the knees and go down and get that one.
Fastball, and it's right past the swinging Jeter, 0-2 now. Tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball 1-2. And the pitch. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Right where you want that thing to be with 2 strikes. That's a good pitch.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here.
That's a foul ball.
Swung on, missed for strike three, and Jeter's down on strike. Brett Gardner will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. And this one is nowhere near the strike zone as it'll zip by to the backstop for ball one. Now a hard liner toward short. In there, base hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. C.J. Wilson will come in and pitch now. Alex Rodriguez will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. And that misses ball one. Fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. It's softly to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Mark Teixeira will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. And that misses inside 1-0.
Yeah, trying to take back control of that inside part of the plate. That's where you want to be.
Men on third with 2 down. Fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. Cruz is back to the track, though, as he pulls it in, and a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom of the 7th now, get up and stretch here in Arlington. The Yankees lead this one 5-3. Julio Bourbon will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Hard toward first. Oh, a tough play. And look at Sabathia get up the line and makes the play at first for the out.
Good job of getting off the mound in a hurry and shuffling over to first to take the feed from the first baseman.
David Murphy will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Starts with a changeup for a called strike. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Here's the pitch. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
And down 0-2 at the plate. Can't try to do too much here. Just try and shorten up that swing and go the other way if you have to.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2. Ball 2. The pitch. Ball line back over second. And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit.
Well, you see it right there. Pitches starting to stack up like firewood. Gotta figure he's about out of gas here.
Vladimir Guerrero will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Boy, and even late in the ballgame, man, he's still getting that fastball up in the mid-90s.
And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up, back behind second base. Cano takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Davis will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Yeah, when guys start missing up late in the ballgame, it can sometimes be a warning flag.
In front as he yanks this down the line at first. Foul. Runner on first with 2 away. One and two now.
Boy, he'll go upper tank if he makes contact on a swing like that.
Took him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 5-3. Nick Swisher get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Nick Swisher.
And here's the first pitch. Right there for strike one.
And that's a confident pitcher that can start at bat with a changeup.
Now ball hit toward third, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. Three and two now. Robinson Cano will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Boy, really making it work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And he misses with it, ball 4. And if there's one thing that'll drive a manager nuts, it's the leadoff walk.
Well, as a relief pitcher, walking the leadoff guy is definitely not part of your job description. He needs to really bear down now.
Robinson Cano will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. And he lays off for ball one.
He's got to be careful not to overstride into a pitch on his hands like that.
And there he goes toward second. Now a swing and a ball grounded to second. And Kinsler will flip it on to first for round number one.
Putting the runner in motion paid off there as it kept him out of the double play.
Nick Johnson will step in. 0-for-2 with a sacrifice fly thus far. And he starts him out with, well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Good patience there to stay back and watch that all the way.
And he gets this fastball over, it's 2-1. Swing and a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. A run is in.
Well, this is the guy that will kill you if you leave the ball up, and have a look. That's exactly where this thing is.
Francisco Cervelli would get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Francisco Cervelli.
Now here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Runners on first with one down. Pause, now the pitch. In on the hands that time, 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it 2-1.
And I think hitters can tell early that a fastball down and in is one they can lay off.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside, 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. And ring him up. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this is what you call a paralysis fastball. This pitch just planted knee-high on the inside corner, and there was no way for him to pull the trigger on that one.
Natali Feliz is on, and he'll take over on the mound. There was a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps Derek Jeter. First pitch, curveball, swung on and missed, strike 1. Two out with a man at first. in the dirt, and now let's see.
And that runner's flat-footed that time. He's got to be moving on those.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Foul ball.
Swinging a tap around in front. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So one run on one hit, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Yankees are out in front, 6-3. Phil Hughes will be the new pitcher. Nelson Cruz will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. And that's up and in for ball one. Base is empty here with nobody out. Here it comes. Now ball line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
At this point in the contest, all you're looking for is base runners. Now they look like they could be in business here.
Will dig in. He'd homer back in the fourth. And he lays off there, 1-0. He's ready now. The pitch. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
With the share on the bag at first, that means there's a big opening on the right side here.
Nobody out, runner on first. And this looked to be on the outside corner, but it's called a ball anyway. 2-1. Hard back up the middle, and that's in there, base hit.
Comes through yet again, his third hit of the ball game as he's been one of the main cogs in this 11-hit attack.
Alfredo Estevez will come in and pitch now. Josh Hamilton will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. From the belt, kicks and deals. At the knees, strike one. And that misses 1-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. Jeter on to first to complete the double play.
A little unconventional perhaps, but it does the job anyway. As a good turn here will get him the double play.
Khalil Green will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Pitching coach will love that location.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 on the way. And this one's not even close to the strike zone. It's past the catcher for ball 2. Line to left. In there, base hit.
Well, this is just what the doctor ordered. A little 2 out here. That'll bring the possible tying run to the plate.
Dominic Marquez is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Michael Young will come out to pinch hit here in a big spot. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Lead by Khalil, now the pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Swings and hits this ball on the ground. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We've played 8 full. The Yankees lead this one 6-4. Michael Young will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop. Taylor Teagarden will come into the game now on defense. First pitch coming. Brett Gardner set the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Throw on first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Little over anxious that time. He went out of the strike zone to get that one, and it didn't pay off for him.
Rodriguez will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Alex Rodriguez.
Ball 1.
They set up away that time, but he couldn't quite hit his spot with the bender.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and there are 2 down. Mark Teixeira will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
Mark Teixeira.
Swinging a ball hit hard to third. Up with it is Khalil. Oh, the throw sailed. It's over his head.
This should have gotten him out of the inning, but a bad throw here will keep things going.
Curtis Granderson will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Curtis Granderson.
First pitch on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Very enticing, but a good job holding up.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Hit hard, but just foul. That is just about extra bases. Ball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And now that runner on first can get a head start here with 2 out.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a wall.
Yeah, that won't be lost on his teammates. That was a great at-bat.
Nick Swisher will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
Nick Swisher.
And here's the first pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
He's got to work on trying to line that curveball right back where it came from.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Foul back.
That's a foul ball.
Now the 1-2 to Swisher. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Struck him out, so a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back into this thing. So it's no run on no hits, 1 error remaining, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. The Yankees lead it 6-4. Julio will stride in, rounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Goes the other way as this is down the line at third. Base hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll be in there with a double. Mariano Rivera will be the new pitcher. David Murphy will dig in now. 2 hits and 4 at-bats thus far tonight. Straight fastball there from Rivera. It's 0-1.
Good idea to take a strike here. You need base runners.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, he knows he's got to be quick here, but he winds up firing this one right into center field.
Rivera will work now on getting that tying run home from second. Texas swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. A-Rod is there to make the catch, and that's a big out number one. Chris Davis will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run and standing at second. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one. Here's the 1-0. In there, 1-1. Good riding action to that thing, and it's ball and 2 strikes.
Good time to call the cutter there.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
That's a foul ball.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game. And if you're looking for a reason why Rivera's been the best closer the past decade or so, there it is in living technicolor. That cut fastball's as good as it gets. Nelson Cruz is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Boy, in a one-run game, you don't want to be leaving that pitch there.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Swisher's there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
It was entertaining to the very last pitch, but a great job here of getting the fly ball to end it.
Fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, Dave, I think the guy you see here is most deserving of being our top player of the game.
Yeah, man, a 3-hit ball game for him, and a couple of those were key hits. He swung the bat very well in this one.
So that brings us to the conclusion of this one. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and all of us here at the show, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for joining us here this evening. Once again, our final score, the Yankees come out on top, 6-5. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, log on to MLB10theshow.com. This one's in the books, as we say. So long, everybody.